guys, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the elements of art, which is the visual components of line, shape, form, color, texture, space, and value. So what do we know about line? Well, line is an element of art that is defined by a point moving in space. Line may be two-dimensional, three-dimensional, abstract, descriptive, or implied. One solid strip of line, what is that going to do for me in my artwork? How could I use this? Well, there's different ways on how to apply it. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. I absolutely adore pens. And not just any pens. I absolutely like these Microns. They are amazing. Great for graphic design. They have archival ink. So yeah, check that out. Okay, so those are going to be the ones that I will be using today to demonstrate. A lot of times people like to use pencils, which is perfectly fine. I lean more into pen or Micron pens because you can't erase. And I know that sounds crazy, but honestly, the less you erase, the better the artist you will be. You're nurturing your skills and less likely to make mistakes in the future. So something to consider on challenging yourself. So let's get right into it.
Line is the idea of mark making to record an interpretation of an object, a long, narrow mark. This right now, the example that I'm giving you is hatching, which is filling the area with a series of strokes. The closer the parallel strokes, the darker the tone. So the next one is a cross hatching, which is composed of layers of strokes on top of one another. The closer the strokes, the darker the value. So as you can see, I'm making them nice and parallel, and then I'm going back and crossing over them in an X-like manner. Here we have gradating. Gradating is to create a graduated build-up of values. And when I talk about value, I'm talking about from light to dark. So here you'll notice that I'm making my lines parallel. They are closer together as they get to the end and they become darker, which is creating a nice value from dark to light or light to dark. The next one that I have here for you guys that might be beneficial or you could use within your artwork is shading darkly. By using a chisel tip marker or various strokes and adding heavy pressure to a pencil or pen, you can create dark areas of shading. Shading with texture is also a common one that you can use when we discuss line. This one is a use of uneven strokes. All sides of the pencil are being explored, pencil or pen. And of course, these Micron pens are super amazing. You can find different sizes and they're all labeled by numbers. So that's something you're going to notice when you start exploring drawing pencils or graphic designing pens. You'll start to see that they come in different sizes. So here you have the most common use of line. Moving forward, you can definitely get creative with your line work. Continuous line is such a great example of creating texture or movement by not lifting up your pencil or pen. You have directional line, which does allow you to create more movement into your work. So next, coming up, you have interlocking or a woven-like application of line. And here you can see it's creating movement, it's creating texture. So that's something else you can incorporate into your work. Rhythmic line, so creating a rhythm or a pattern-like application of line. Adding little C-like loops can also be a fun way to incorporate line. Here we have dots or stippling, also known as a common application within pointillism in art. So it's a series of creating little dots with your pen or pencil, and you can also use a gradating effect. So here's an example of using line within an art study.
Well, there you have it, guys. I just created a line study using the techniques I demonstrated. If you do plan on uploading your artwork to social media, don't forget to use the hashtag A105. Up until next time, I'll see you guys soon.